Thank you yet again for joining me in yet another exercise wherein I will be reading a paragraph to you, such as the one located just behind me. Embedded within it are the potential for errors related to grammar, punctuation, syntax, and so forth. Please keep that in mind as you listen to me read. Afterwards, I'm going to step out of frame, hoping that that's still readable to you. Yes, it is. And ask that you pause the video to make corrections independently. Resume once you feel like you've identified all those available corrections, and you and I will correct them together. Let me know if you disagree with one of my corrections, or perhaps I've missed something, which happens from time to time, in the comment section below. For now, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Oh, and I hope you find this video helpful, which of course, if you do, please give it a like and subscribe if you'd like to continue to practice with me. For now, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the paragraph. So this is a continuation from a previous exercise if you wanna follow along in the story. All right, so the domestic honeybee is about half an inch in length. Is about half an inch in length. Although there is some variation, there is short, stiff hairs on the bee's head and thorax, which is the middle of the body. The bee has 2 large compound eyes and 3 simple eyes, which are on the top of its head. Domestic honeybees have excellent eyesight. They also have 2 antennae that detects odor, which is important because bees need to locate pollen. Although the 4 honeybee species are somewhat different, they have some things in common. First, they all make honey. Second, they are all social insects and work together as a group. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead or you are gonna go ahead and pause here to make those corrections and resume when you're ready. Since I am moving right away, I'm guessing you've hit play, thank God. We're gonna go ahead and make corrections starting at the beginning. Of course, that definitive article needs to be capitalized, not because it's a definitive article, but because it's the start of a sentence. The domestic honeybee is about half an inch. That article, that general article A, since the word that precedes it begins with a vowel, we're gonna go ahead and change A to an, as is the rule. An inch in length is the word we're looking for. T-H. Although there is some variation, and notice how this is actually a continuation of one thought. Instead, for whatever reason, it's been broken up into a separate clause, but it's really just one thought. So although there is some variation, that period should be a comma, and that T should be lowercase. There is short, stiff hair, so there are short, comma, we're listing stiff hairs on the bee's head and thorax, comma, which is the middle of the body, period. The bee has 2 large compound eyes and 3 simple eyes. Oh, notice how this next clause actually finishes up or wraps up the initial thoughts that are kind of developed in that previous sentence. So we're gonna go ahead and stop with that, or get rid of the period rather, replace it with a comma, and we're gonna make this W and which lowercase, because we're not done with the idea. Which are on top of its head, and this is the possessive form of the object pronoun, so no need for an apostrophe. Domestic should be with an O. Domestic with one M. Honeybees have excellent, there's a C in there, excellent eyesight. Oops. They also have 2 antennae that detects odor, which is an O instead of an E, comma, the thought is not yet finished, which is important, so we're going to reduce that capital to a lowercase, which is important because, which is not a word, instead it's shorthand spoken English, it should be because, you shouldn't say because bees need to locate pollen, E-N, period. Next sentence. Although the 4 honeybee species, one E, not double consonant, are somewhat different, they have some things in common. First, they all make honey, should be E-Y. Second, they are all social insects and work together as a group. Alrighty. Hopefully these corrections align with the ones that you found. If not, again, feel free to use the comment section below. Alrighty, I look forward to helping you in the future. If you'd like to continue to practice with me, by all means subscribe. And for now, I will bid you adieu. All right, thank you.